guys, welcome to my first mantle jump tutorial.
In this video, I'll be going over how and why mantle jumps work, how to do them, and then specifically talk about streamer building type openings and how to consistently perform mantle jumps in them even with taller legends. Starting off, it should be known that a mantle jump is fundamentally the same as a super jump. The only difference is that a mantle jump is performed after a mantle cancel. Super jump is just a zip jump followed by a coyote jump. A coyote jump is a jump performed in coyote time. Coyote time is a mechanic that exists in a lot of games which allows the player to jump even after he leaves a platform for a small window of time. And in the case of Apex, that window is 200 milliseconds. This number is important to us, so keep it in mind. Also, it's important to mention that jumping in itself does not activate coyote time. Note that a zip jump does not count as a normal jump. Rather, it counts as just dismounting from the zip, so you are still able to keep that coyote time even after zip jumping. So with that said, after you take a zip from a grounded state, the 200 milliseconds coyote time window activates, since you're not jumping off the ground but merely leaving the platform you are on. So you can perform a zip jump followed by a coyote jump during that 200 millisecond window. Keep in mind that if you try to do it after the 200 millisecond window, it will result in nothing but a normal zip jump. Now, with all that in mind, it should be mentioned that mantling doesn't exactly count as being in a grounded state. Yet, for some unknown reason, cancelling a mantle without a jump input still ends up resulting in coyote time being activated, which means you can carry that coyote time into the zip, just like if you were to perform a normal super jump. Now, to actually perform a mantle jump, inputs are as follows. Firstly, you press forward to initiate the mantle pull, and this is mostly to avoid bonking your legs. Second, you press backwards to cancel the mantle. After that, you look up or down or in any direction you can grab the zip from depending on the situation. Then you interact, then super jump. Keep in mind that looking all the way up while in a mantle won't allow you to cancel that mantle with a backwards input, but looking slightly below that will be fine. Looking up or down depends on what you want to achieve. Generally, looking up sends you higher because you interact with the zip at a higher point, but sometimes you also want to look down in case there is a ceiling you want to avoid bonking your head on. When it comes to mantle jumping on horizontal zips, there is nothing special about them. They follow the exact same method as doing them on vertical zips. A thing to keep in mind is that if you do them from above the zip, super jumps from horizontal zips can send you higher the earlier you do them. And that's because when you attach to a zip, the zip gradually pulls you towards it until you are on it. So you can dismount the zip at any point during that pulling period. And vice versa, if you do a super jump from below a horizontal zip, the later you do it, the higher you'll be able to reach, since you're at a higher point on the zip when you perform it. You can see in these clips instances of performing a super jump early and delayed in the coyote window from above and below the zip, and the differences in each case. When it comes to vertical zips, the same gradual pulling towards the zip happens, but since the zip is vertical, it will mostly affect how far you go instead of how high. Other than that, with the vertical zips, the two things that are going to determine how high you can go are interaction points, so if you interact with the zip from a higher or a lower point, and if the zip is taking you up or taking you down. And now for the part that prompted me to make this guide in the first place, which is the streamer building mantle jump and similar openings to it. With everything already explained so far in the video, you could apply what you learned to how mantle jumping in this building works. After I show you the two ways of performing the top floor mantle jump in streamer building, and also show you how to do the third floor mantle jump with both tall and short legends. Starting with taller legends, for the top floor mantle jump, you want to go as high as you could with the mantle pull without actually mantling up. Then look down and delay the super jump inputs. That's the consistent way of doing it with tall legends, since you can get away with other setups with short legends, but not with tall legends. Now for the third floor mantle jump with tall legends, the setup is actually about the exact same as the top floor mantle jump. The only difference is that you look up instead of down for this one. So you want to mantle the highest you could on the mantle, then look up and delay your super jump inputs. Now for short legends, you can do everything I explained with tall legends, but additionally for the top floor mantle jump, you can get away with mantling from a lower point and doing the super jump inputs early into riding the zip. Keep in mind that the things you can do on both legend heights are still significantly easier to pull off on short legends, and that it could take you some time to get used to how to mantle jump this type of opening with taller legends, but keep practicing and you'll get the hang of it.